My name is Diane Crecelius. I'm a physical therapist and an owner of ABC Pediatric Therapy in the southwest corner of Ohio. Remember to train your team, whether it's your front desk or your therapist or yourself, that, and I shouldn't prioritize, but I think the parent's the most important person in the parent child therapist relationship because the parent is the one that brings that child. Okay. So if you cannot get that parent on board, you're not going to be able to make a difference in the life of a child, right? You're not going to be able to even get to that child. So I want you to make sure your team has this perspective of the importance of the parent. The parent has to understand the goals. We already spent a little bit of time talking about that. You have to understand all the reasons that you get a cancel. Somebody mentioned insurance. So insurance has to be handled. Benefits have to be handled and communicated to the parent in order not to be a barrier. Parents have to have money to pay for their copay and their deductible in order not to be a barrier. And if I'm going to spend money with you, I better have a value to what I'm getting back for that money because that is precious, right? Money in January is a tight commodity, tighter than any other time of the year because you are paying Christmas bills, right? And it's important any time of the year, but it is important in January when you're paying those bills. You might see increased cancels. I just can't afford that deductible or that copay. If you can find funding sources in your community, whole nother eliminating, I think we did one on that, but whole nother communication to you on actually eliminating a financial barrier for the family, that's priceless. But you have to make sure they understand the value and the progress that the child is making. So it's worth planning around and paying that money. The only other thing I guess my notes say is like kind of help them understand the time frame it's going to take them to get to their goal. It's a really hard thing to guess. Some might think it was going to be 8 weeks when their child's 15 months old, not sitting, and they want them to walk. I just might say, look, we're looking at a year or more. Like we're looking at a year or more to probably get to this walking stage. I hope it's sooner, and I'm going to work so hard to make it be sooner. And I'm going to count on you to work on it at home too. But I just want you to be realistic, and I want you to be all in with me. Together, all of us are going to work to try and help this beautiful child of yours. But it's going to be a year or more, right? So you can give this vague time frame, but get them on board to really understand this is a long-term, not a short-term goal. Unless it's a short-term goal, then you can give them that more specific time frame. Okay, that's the why. That's the why behind percent of arrival. You need to capture that for your team and you need to train it up or let them listen to this recording.